If you're here to research your upcoming trip to Bali, then look no further. My name's Christian and I've been living here for 2 years, traveling through Bali for 5 years, and today I'm putting together the most comprehensive guide to Bali, Indonesia the internet has ever seen. You could say I know this place like the back of my hand. That's new.
Bali, very good.
Now, just about everyone coming to Bali is flying internationally, so you're probably feeling a little bit jet lagged. So the key is going to be to take the first day or two pretty easy. I recommend spending the first night or two in either Seminyak or Canggu, but Canggu's definitely my personal favorite, and it's also the place that I personally live. To get to Canggu or Seminyak is going to cost you about 14 bucks, but if you want to see how you can do it even cheaper, check out my video link down below. Whichever area you picked, there's so many options for food, and all of that will be covered in my in-depth guide. But if your flight is early enough, I recommend spending the first night catching a beautiful Bali sunset. Grab yourself dinner and get to bed early because tomorrow is going to be a full day. A lot of hotels will come with a complimentary breakfast, but in my opinion, breakfast is one of the things that Bali does best. Take your pick of the countless restaurants and get yourself an avo and toast, a eggs benny, or whatever you're feeling. You're likely not going to be feeling fully energized after what was a long flight, so day 2 is also going to be about chilling and hanging out by the surf. If this is your first time ever surfing or you consider yourself a beginner, Brawa Beach is a really good place to learn. But if you're more towards the advanced level, you'll want to head towards Echo Beach. Grab lunch, hang out by the pool, and for sunset, I'll give you a couple options. Either hit up Tanalot, which is this beautiful oceanfront temple, but for sunset, there's always crowds. Or if you're like me and rather take it easy, you can check out one of my favorite beach bars. This right here is La Brisa. Canggu and Seminyak are known for their nightlife, and together they have something going on every night of the week. If you're in Canggu, then check out Old Man's, The Lawn, and if you're in Seminyak, a really cool spot for a late night is La Favela. This is just scratching the surface of the nightlife scene, but if you want to learn all that there is to know, you'll definitely want to check out my full guide linked down below. It shares everything that I know about Bali. For day number 3, grab your breakfast and get started bright and early so that you can avoid the crazy traffic. And let's head down to Uluwatu. Uluwatu is without a doubt the beach capital of mainland Bali. Blue water, incredible surf, and jagged cliff sides. And it's one of the top choices for real surfers who are coming to Bali. Take your pick of the incredible beaches and just hang out for the day. Even if you're not a surfer, this is definitely a worthy stop. But if you're not the type to just sit by the beach all day, this is a great plan B, and that is heading to a day club. My favorite day club on the island is without a doubt Omnia. It's basically a massive Vegas-style beach club sitting up on top of a cliff. I think the video speaks for itself. It's beautiful. For sunset, you can either stay at the day club or my personal favorite, Koreng Boma. This beautiful cliffside is a sudden drop going down to the ocean. It's not just a beautiful photo, it's an incredible place to watch the sunset beneath the horizon. If you're looking for a crazy night out, one of the biggest parties in Bali happens every Sunday at Singlefin. Hundreds of people come down to this bar located on the side of a cliff. It can be a really fun night. Day 4, if you can handle it, get up bright and early, grab a quick breakfast, and head up to central Bali. If you do not leave early, you're going to be spending twice to even maybe 3 times longer. Traffic gets really bad. Once in Ubud, check into your hotel for the next 2 nights. One of the best things about the region is how lush and green it is. And with that, there's countless rice terraces, and one of the main reasons to come to Bali is that right there. Countless beautiful waterfalls all over the central and north of Bali, and these are some of my favorites. Each of these waterfalls is completely different from the last, and I definitely recommend seeing as many of them as you can. If you want to know my personal favorites, they'll all be linked in my full guide down below. Our next stop is right here to the monkey forest, home to 1,000+ monkeys that are running around, jumping on people. Hello. You're supposed to avoid eye contact, but every now and then, I like to push my luck. Oh! After chasing waterfalls, hanging with monkeys, you're probably feeling a little bit tired, so head back to your hotel room, get all cleaned off, take a little bit of a break, and just before sunset, head to Kampuhan Ridge, where you have this beautiful walkway, and it's one of the best viewpoints for the sunset in Ubud. Set your alarms. Tomorrow morning, we're getting up way too early. Day 5, we gotta get up before the sun does. Make your way to Tagalalang rice fields, one of the most beautiful places to catch the start of the day, and if you don't start your day here, this entire rice terrace will be covered by other travelers, lining up for swing sets, taking photos, and the magic of the region is completely lost. So far we haven't had much Balinese culture on this itinerary, but a really great spot that's close to the rice fields is Tirta Empul. Bali is primarily a Hindu island, and this is one of the places that the Balinese come to purify themselves. And one of the beautiful things is they're more than willing to share their culture and their religion with you. Come and experience a water purification for yourself. Naturally, some of you will decide to grab breakfast, but if you can hold off your hunger, this is one of Instagram's favorite spots. Tukad Sepung, which is a waterfall where a certain time of the morning, the light rays start to come through and you get this beautiful lighting that makes for an incredible photo or video. By no means a hidden gem like the many spots I have in my travel guide, but it's definitely a worthwhile place to visit. Just try to get there early, otherwise the crowds do form. By now, it's probably only mid-morning, but you feel like it's been almost a full day because of that early start. So head back to your hotel, maybe take a nap, definitely hang out by the pool, and get ready because we're gonna need to be taking about a 2-hour drive to get to a place by the name of Jatiluwi. And this is actually a UNESCO heritage site. It's a place where you can see Balinese people still working the rice fields as they have for countless years, and it's an absolutely incredible place that will be catching sunset. Finish up with a dinner in Ubud and call it a day. So how do you get around Bali? There's 3 main ways you can do it. You can rent a scooter for like $4 to $5 a day. You can hire a driver. That's probably going to be about 35 to 40 US dollars for the entire day. And you can also hire a tour guide. Big difference between a driver and a tour guide is a tour guide actually gets out of their car, shows you around, and helps you experience the places you visit. If you want to know the best tour guide in all of Bali, it's without a doubt Pancha with Bali Customized Tours, and I will have his WhatsApp link down below.
The top of the tree, my
Day number 6. We're gonna head up north to go to Ulan Danu. Ulan Danu is this beautiful waterfront temple where if you get up nice and early, you can catch a beautiful sunrise, something we did not get to witness due to cloud cover, but it was still incredible. The next stop is just for a quick photo at the Handara Gate. In reality, this is the entrance to a golf course, so there's nothing culturally significant about it, but it definitely has a way of getting some likes. If you don't get here early, there will be a line. After our quick stop, let's carry on all the way to Sukumpul Waterfall. Because it's a massive set of waterfalls, you kind of need to have a guide. You can hire a local guide and they'll give you a pretty good experience, but if you want to experience the Lost Tour, Pancha actually has a relationship with the locals in this community and they were able to take me to some of the most incredible spots in Sukumpul. From this incredible rock slide, a place to do a bit of cliff jumping, and a perspective of the waterfall that I had never seen before. This is by far my favorite day trip in Bali. We could head back to Ubud, but I want to share with you one of my favorite regions of all of Bali that most people never get to see. So we're gonna end our day in a region by the name of Sidaman, located in the eastern region of Bali. Sidaman is incredibly laid back. You still see the local culture preserved, people working the rice fields, locals wearing the traditional clothing. It's a must experience, especially if you're traveling as a couple. A few really awesome activities that you can do on day 7 are going to be visiting Samsara Living if you want to get a fully Balinese cultural experience. Hit up the river rafting, which is actually so fun and one of the best ways to view the beauty of Bali. And one of my personal favorites, making some jewelry with Agung at Agung Silver. I still to this day wear my ring every single day. It's such a cool experience to be able to craft your own silver jewelry and take home the memory of Bali with you. End your day with a relaxed and laid back sunset by the pool, wherever you're staying, probably overlooking a rice terrace.
This good. Yeah, Balinese. Huh?
Balinese.
Oh man, yeah.
The name's Ketut. Lost Ketut. No matter where you go on the island, it's 100% safe and you're always met by the biggest smiling faces.
You want 40?
40.
45?
45. It is day 8 and it's been a full week of fast-paced travel. Trust me, you might not think this right now, but you're gonna want to take a day off. You're gonna want to relax, and that is why I've chosen to put you in Sidaman. Choose your hotel well and you'll have somewhere you can comfortably hang out all day. Whether you have a private pool, a communal pool, just make sure you have a view of that beautiful rice terrace. Day number 9. We're gonna check out of our hotel and take a minivan to Padang Bay. This is where the ferries leave from to go to the Gili Islands. So we're gonna go to Gili Trawangan, which is the main of the Gili Islands. It's the largest, it's the party island, but it also has some incredibly relaxing spots to it. So by no means are you forced to go out. Check into your hotel or guest house, stroll around the island by bicycle because there's no cars on this island, only horses and bikes, and then from there go and do some snorkeling. The entire island is surrounded by beautiful, perfect blue blue water, and on most days the visibility is incredible. For sunset, you'll see many of these beachfront bars serving drinks, but I really love hanging out by this swing set. Makes for a good photo, some video, and it has some half-decent drinks being sold nearby. Have your dinner at the Gili local market, and lastly, it wouldn't be a full visit to Gili Tea without a proper night out, so go and enjoy some live music, and probably a very late night. Day 10 is going to be an island hopping day. Pretty chill. You can start off your day whenever you feel like it, but most of the boat trips will take you to Gili Mino and Gili Air, the other two Gilis, and these are some of the really cool snorkel spots they'll take you to. Right below us is one of the top things I've ever shot. Now, if you come here during the day with a group tour, other people, hundreds of other people also want that shot. So the key is to get yourself a boat and come early morning before the groups do. Day 11. Check out of your hotel, take a fast boat to Nusa Lambongan, check into your hotel, and rent a bike for the next couple of days. Take your bike around the island and go and explore. There's so many things to see, from Dream Beach, Sandy Bay, Mushroom Bay, and you have to catch sunset at Devil's Tier. On day 12, if you haven't already, you can head over across the Yellow Bridge to Nusa Cenagan, which is basically the twin island. From there, you've got the Blue Lagoon cliff jump, you've got a sunset at Mahana Point, and so many other cool things to do. Like all itineraries should, we've saved one of the best things for last. For day 13, we're gonna get on a local boat and head to Nusa Penida, which is no more than 30 minutes away. We're going to check into a hotel and, again, rent a bike for the next couple of days. Start off your trip by exploring the east side, such as Angel's Billabong, Broken Beach, and Klingking. Welcome to the promised land.
Absolutely perfect sand, incredible blue waves, and it's not too busy.
The crowds typically don't make their way down here because it's actually not that easy to get down. So take that as a positive. The hard workout also means you get more to yourself. And if the sun hasn't totally burnt you yet, go for sunset at Crystal Bay. Day 14, let's not waste our last chance at a beautiful sunrise in Bali. Wake up bright and early and head to the Molentang Treehouse on the Atu and Diamond Beach cliffside. You could easily spend 2 to 3 hours here in the morning or more if you decided to walk all the way down Diamond Beach. But one thing to keep in mind is if you're gonna make it back to Bali, you don't wanna miss the last boat, which as I last checked is around 4:30 p.m. I should also mention that there's certain points on the island where you can snorkel and dive with manta rays, and I definitely would suggest that if you have time. That is my morning wake-up call. Guys, that is how you travel Bali. If you want to see my in-depth travel guide, all my favorite restaurants, the best places to go out, the best viewpoints, and so much more about Bali, then check out the link down below. There's actually a free preview to get you started on your upcoming trip. And guys, if you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. It means a world to me. It makes a huge difference. And let's get lost again in the next one.